So today I want to show you how to crochet this very nice and squishy tube scarf. It's very easy to do and you can do it only by following this tutorial. If you prefer to follow a written pattern though, I will of course leave a link for that down below. So let's begin. First, a little about the yarn. I've used this cookie from Hubie. I know it's called Tea Time now. It's the same yarn, just a lot of different colors. Here is the info. There's not a lot of info on these. Here's a bit more. Yeah, there's 200 gram in this one, and I have used up the whole thing. Then I've used a 5mm crochet hook, some scissors, a tapestry needle, and then you might need a stitch marker in the ends. So let's begin crocheting. We find the yarn from the middle of the cake, and then we slip knot. And then we make some chains, and that is the width of the scarf. So we will chain, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through, and we will keep chaining until we have 120 chains in total. I will stop right there. I will not be bothering you with 120 chains. I'm just doing a little swatch. So let's pretend that I have 120 chains right here. Now we will do a half double crochet. So skip your first chain and work a half double crochet in the next chain. So yarn over, insert the hook, yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops, and you have your first half double crochet. In the next, you work a half double crochet as well. So yarn over, insert the hook, yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. That's the next half double crochet. We will work 1 half double crochet in all of the stitches or all of the chains. And you chained up 120 and skip the first one, so you should have 119 half double crochet when you're all the way across. And then your first row looks like this. At the end of each row we will chain 1. So yarn over, pull through, and then we turn the work. And then this chain 1 will be our turning chain, and we will skip this for each beginning of each row. Okay? Now we will begin the second row, and the second row will be the one we will be repeating again and again. We will from now on only be working through the third loop. So we have the 2 front loop and back loop up here, and then we have a third loop as well. So we have the back loop right here, we have the front loop right here, and then if we turn it just a bit, we have the front loop all the way down here. If you're having trouble finding it, it might help just to pull this a little bit apart, and then you can see this vertical stitch, right? Horizontal stitch, sorry. This one down here. Keep an eye on this when I pull it apart. Okay, so it's very clear to see. If you see the next stitch over here, it's a bit difficult to know it's this or this or this. Just pull it a bit apart, and then it will be separated from the other ones, so you can find this third loop. Okay? So you skip your turning chain, this one out here, and then in this first stitch you will do a half double crochet in the third loop. So you turn it just a bit, and then you go down and grab the third loop underneath down here, and then you half double crochet into this. Sorry, yarn over, and then insert in the third loop and half double crochet. And in the next stitch a half double crochet in this third loop all the way down here. So you yarn over and insert the hook into this third loop down here and half double crochet. And again, spread it a bit apart. It's very easy to see it if you do. And yarn over, insert the hook through the third loop and half double crochet. And then if you turn it on the back, you can see this line forming already. And that is what makes this pattern very beautiful. Okay, so continue working a half double crochet in this third loop all the way to the end. When you want to work your final stitch on the row, this is here, it might be a bit difficult to see where the third loop is in this final stitch, but again, you can look at all the other loops if you turn it back here, so you can see all the other loops and it's pretty clear which one is this third loop. So just half double crochet in this third loop all the way back here. Okay, so now we have the second row, and this one is the one we will be repeating. So we will repeat, we will make a turning chain, turn, and then we see this very beautiful stitches down here. And we will just be repeating, so if you turn, you can see the loops back here, and the front loop all the way down here. If you spread it apart, you can clearly see it. So skip your turning chain, yarn over, insert the hook all the way down here in the third loop, and half double crochet. And the next one as well, yarn over, insert the hook all the way down in the third loop, and half double crochet. Okay, and if we turn it, we can clearly see the same pattern on the other side, just like this one. It becomes so beautiful. So now you will just be repeating this, a half double crochet in the third loop all the way to the end. Keep an eye on this very last stitch out here. You might need a stitch marker in this, and you do this by putting it into the first stitch. So just after you crochet the first stitch, you insert a stitch marker, and then you remember that this is your last stitch when you make it to that. So just work back and forth with a half double crochet in the third loop. When we used up almost all of the yarn, you only have a handful left. We will now turn it into a tube. So you take and fold it like this, so you can turn it into a tube. And then we will crochet the edges together. So grab your hook again, and we will now make a single crochet through both layers all the way across. So take your hook, push through both layers, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. So a single crochet through both layers, just push the hook through both layers and then single crochet. And again the next one, push through both layers and a single crochet. It's very important that you keep this loose. Don't tighten this too much, just keep it loose so you don't pull this, and just continue all the way across with a single crochet through both layers in every stitch. When you're all the way across, we can now turn it so we have the right side out. And we have this finished tube. Now we will twist it. So first we do this, and then we twist it again. So we twist it twice, and then we fold it like this, and then we will sew up this tube. So we will put the tubes together so it's still a tube at the ends, and then we will sew it with our tapestry needle. So first cut the yarn, and then pull this loop through. Find your tapestry needle. And then you sew it together all the way around. And of course I try to fit it so the right colors align with each other. So just like so, and then I sew it together all the way around. And when it's all sewn up, you weave in your end and throw the rest away. And then you have your tube scarf. So I hope you found this tutorial easy to follow. If you did, please press thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I hope to see you again soon. Bye!